The House will come to order. Please join Representative Lynch in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Gregorio, please call the roll.
Representative Zamabile. Arndt. Bacon. Baisley. Benavidez. Burnett. Byrd. Bockenfeld. Bradfield. Representative Bradfield. Caraveo. Carver. Catlin. Cutter. Doherty. Durain. Escar. Exum. Froelich. Representative Froelich. Representative Froelich is excused. Geithner. Representative Geithner. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gray. Hanks. Herod. Holtorf. Hooten. Jackson.
Here.
Judah. Kennedy. Representative Kennedy. Representative Kennedy is excused. Kipp. Larson. Lontine. Representative Lontine. Representative Lontine is excused. Luck. Lynch. McCluskey. McCormick. McKean. McLaughlin.
Good morning.
Michael Sinjane. Representative Michael Sinjane. Representative Michael Sinjane is excused. Mullica. Neville. Ortiz. Representative Ortiz. Representative Ortiz is excused. Pelton. Pico. Ransom. Rich. Ricks. Roberts. Sandridge. Sirota. Snyder. Representative Soper. Sullivan. Tipper. Titone. Valdez. Representative Valdez D. Van Bever. Van Winkle. Weissman. Will. Williams. Woodrow. Woog. Young. And Mr. Speaker.
With 62 present, 3 excused, we have a quorum. Representative Lynch. Journal motion. I know it's your favorite motion. It's the chamber's favorite motion.
You have it. Thank you. I was like, I don't know.
Representative Lynch.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let's see if we can get all yeses on this one. It
Yeah,
was a
I
good
like
day
that.
yesterday.
I'm with you on that.
I move that the Journal of Tuesday, April 13th, 2021 be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All
Members, you have heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. All those in favor say aye. Aye. That was not that good. All those opposed say no. Wow. It is, wow. There's rules. You can only vote once. And luckily, Representative Lynch and I, we were decisive in our yeses. And the ayes have it, and the motion is adopted. Announcements and introductions. Representative Will.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
It's an honor to serve with you too, Representative Will.
I'm waiting on my co-chair here, but I wanted to say that tomorrow, and I'll be sending out the email to everyone, but the Sportsman's Caucus will be tomorrow starting at noon. It'll be an hour. We've got a great lineup of speakers, so would ask everyone to please join us. We want to get hundreds of people on that Zoom call. It's virtual.
Mayor-elect.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And members, remember, the sportsmen and women of Colorado pay for our public lands. So if you care about public lands and you walk, run, mountain bike, kayak, hike, whatever you do, even if you're not a hunter or a fisher person, you can appreciate what they do and what they bring and the conservation they bring to our public lands in Colorado. So please come on out to the Sportsman's Caucus and Women's Caucus. And we need a new name for that caucus.
Representative Holtorf.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a pleasure to serve with you and enjoy your leadership as a speaker of this fine chamber.
Honor to serve with you, Representative Holtorf.
To the esteemed colleagues that I serve with, an announcement was made today that is troubling to me. It has to do with the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan. It was under an agreement slated for the 1st of May. It's now been pushed back to September 11th, I believe, by the President of the United States and the Secretary of Defense, working with the Secretary of State. I will tell the colleagues in this chamber that I do not celebrate this announcement. And I'd like to explain briefly why. For those of us that have served in Afghanistan, for those of us that understand the political challenges in that country, for those of us that have traveled from Bagram, Kabul, Jalalabad, to the Khyber Pass, to Kandahar, to Lashkar-Gah, to Spin Boldak, down to the Pakistan-Afghan border, we understand the Taliban will continue to be a threat in that region. A radical, fundamental Islamic organization that does not adhere to tolerance, cohabitation, or coexistence, and is very radical and ideological in their beliefs. They are a threat to the Western world, and their tribalism, their corruption, will only lead to more civil war in that country when the United States of America, commanding the ISAF forces, International Stabilization and Security Forces, leaves. It is my fear that within 5 to 10 years, Afghanistan will suffer an Islamic rebellion, civil war, and the Taliban will control, in future time, that region. Without the United States leadership across the world, without our leadership, ladies and gentlemen, and this is true in the modern world, and I hope we understand this, without our leadership internationally to step forward and put these hostile aggressors on notice, then they are emboldened. They're emboldened and empowered. If we show weakness, they take advantage of that. So it is with deep regret that we are making a foreign policy decision to not have a footprint in that very dangerous part of the world. And it is my fear that fundamental, radical Islamic beliefs will reemerge and threaten the United States of America, just as they did during 9/11.
All right, and members, announcements and introductions. are about announcements and introductions. Introductions that of folks who are here in the chamber, announcements that are in relation to the Colorado General Assembly. We got to be careful that we don't come down here and talk about foreign policy in the well of the House that we have zero jurisdiction over and is our opinion and could offend others. So again, if we can't have announcements and introductions because we can't follow the rules, then we will cease to have announcements and introductions. Future additional announcements and introductions. Seeing none, we have a tribute. Majority Leader Eskar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. Today we are pleased to announce the release of the 2021 Colorado Gulf Coalition Economic and Environmental Impact Study, which details all the positive impacts of the golf industry has on our state and quite possibly your district. On your desks, you'll find a one-pager with a QR code on the back of it, should you want to access the full report. To mark this occasion, we want to read highlights from the report with the following tribute.
House of Representatives, convened in the 73rd General Assembly, hereby extends sincere commendations to the Colorado golf industry. In 2019, Colorado's direct golf industry contributed $1.7 billion annually to the state's economy, supporting just over 19,000 jobs and generating $696.5 million in wage income and $166.5 million in state and local taxes. Of Colorado's 236 golf courses, 76% are public. Golf provides affordable, inclusive outdoor recreation to tens of thousands of Coloradans. Golf courses provide nearly 5 miles of exercise from walking an 18-hole course. Golfing is part of a healthy lifestyle, providing outdoor and social engagement for people of all ages. Golf courses maintain 33,000 acres of green space that support wildlife habitats, reduce the urban heat island effect, and filter surface water runoff. In addition, turf grass landscaping and trees on golf courses remove air pollutants that can endanger human health. Golf courses use less than 1% of the state's annual water consumption, and 96.6% of golf courses have at least 3 or more water conservation measures in place. Further, golf courses have a waste diversion rate of 55.8% compared to a 17.2% rate for the state. Golf is a powerful forum for charity fundraising, with 1,906 golf events played, raising over $35.6 million for various charities in 2019. The positive impacts of golf to the state are evident and will continue to grow year after year. On request of Majority Leader Danae Eskar, given this 14th day of April, 2021, State Capitol, Denver.
Majority Leader Eskar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If you would have told me 10 years ago I'd be standing in the well of the State House talking about the benefits of golf, I probably would have thought you were a little crazy. I have always enjoyed golf, but it wasn't until I met my wife and her family. My brother is actually a professional golf expert as well. I have learned the benefits of what golf can mean to our communities, and I hope if you didn't hear the tribute, you go and do take a look at this report. It's more than just a sport. It truly is helpful in raising money. It's helpful in protecting lands. 76% of these courses are public golf courses. Pueblo County alone has 3 that I frequent. It's something that I just think is important to show you what it means. It's not just a sport. Thanks for taking the time to listen this morning, and I know it seems strange, but really take a look at the QR code and see how this impacts your community, because not only is it a great Colorado sport with the amount of sunshine we have every year in this state, but it actually positively impacts our state in great ways as well. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Majority Leader Eskar. Further announcements and introductions? Seeing none, we have a few things to do real quick. Reports of committees of reference.
Committee on Public and Behavioral Health and Human Services. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends following: Senate Bill 21 be amended as follows and be so amended, be referred to the Committee on Finance with favorable recommendation. Senate Bill 99 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. Senate Bill 147 be referred favorably to the Committee on Finance. House Bill 1248 be amended as follows and be so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation.
Signing of bills, resolutions, and memorials.
The Speaker has
bills,
signed.
resolutions, and memorials will be printed in the journal. Majority Leader Esker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to lay over the balance of, no, we're not doing that yet. I move that the House stand in recess until later today. Members, what we're doing now is breaking into our public caucuses on amendments. Again, the Democratic caucus will be in room 217. The Republican caucus will be in room 112. So we're breaking for that. We will come back to the floor and start the rest of our day. We're attempting to do that around 11 a.m., so stay close to your phones if your caucuses should end earlier than that. Thank you.
Thank you, Majority Leader Esker. Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.